The courtroom showdown between Apple and Samsung over who copied whose phone features is coming to a close. But whatever the jury decides, neither company may come out of this as a winner. Or another way of putting it, both are losers. WSJ's deputy tech editor Brian Fitzgerald is here with the details. Everyone loses.
Yeah.
According to this story, tell us.
Aren't you tired of this battle? You know, how long have they been
fighting?
Well,
the lawyers aren't, because they're all getting paid for it.
Well, of course, right. But you know, Apple versus Samsung has been going on for years, and meanwhile, while these two are duking it out in court, there are other situations that are happening that, you know, we can't say they're not paying attention to, but they need to address, and one of them is just how embarrassing some of the facts have been in this case.
Some emails coming out, basically the bickering between, you know, the outside vendors, ad agencies and stuff.
Apple versus its ad agency, and Samsung showing some of its inner fear about losing out, you know, a crisis of design to Apple. These things are embarrassing, at least particularly for Apple, where its image is so important. You know, has that been worth it? Another issue has been their declining market share for phone shipments. You know, neither are in danger of going off a cliff, and combined they still have nearly half, but that number has been going down.
It's gone down from 55% to 47%, basically, right. the two of them. And there's a lot more stiffer competition in that space, so that's not surprising. And they did, both those two companies did really lead the way in the type of phones that most of us use now. The thing that I've said on another show as a Digits, and that you've been on, and I've said this many times, is quit with the legal stuff, go and invent some gadgets. We want gadgets. Go and invent stuff we didn't know we needed, and this isn't that.
Right.
You know, throwing mud at each other in a courtroom is not inventing gadgets.
Right. So what's happening while that's going on, you have competitors that have a really small slice of the phone segment but are rising, and three of them, let's look at three of them. One is Microsoft, which has just bought itself a really big, storied hardware maker, so now it has hardware and software combined. They're positioned. You have Lenovo, which bought Google's Motorola unit. You know, they're gearing up, and you have Xiaomi in China, which is a really popular phone maker in that country, that has billions of people and a rabid fan base. And I think the key thing to point out here is, as phone growth decelerates around the world, you have to look at the regions where people are buying phones, and that's happening in developing markets. And those are the places that neither Apple nor Samsung are as well positioned as they are, say, in America, where people like to buy expensive phones.
And that means they haven't got their eye on the ball, need to get it back there. Thank you very much, Brian Fitzgerald.